Most people think rich people have some secret, a magic stock, a lucky break, a rich uncle. But the truth is more surprising and way more useful. A lot of people get rich in boring ways, not easy ways, not fast ways, boring ways. And that is exactly why most people miss them. Stay with me, because the biggest mistake people make is not earning too little. It is building a life that quietly eats every dollar they make. Number 1, rich usually starts with a gap. Getting rich starts with one simple thing. You make more than you spend. That gap is your wealth engine. If someone earns $60,000 a year but spends $59,000, they look fine, but they are stuck. If someone else earns $50,000 and spends $38,000, they have fuel. They can save, invest, and grow. A lot of beginners skip this because it sounds too basic, but this is the base of everything. No gap, no investing. No investing, no wealth. Number 2, income matters more than people want to admit. Saving is powerful, but there is only so much you can cut. Income gives you room to breathe. That is why many people who build wealth focus hard on skills. They learn sales, coding, nursing, plumbing, project management, bookkeeping, or something else the market pays for. Higher skills often lead to higher pay over time. Think of Jake. He cuts $200 a month from spending. Good move. But then he learns a skill that helps him earn $800 more per month. That changes the game much faster. In 2025, median weekly earnings for full-time workers aged 25 and older were $966 for high school graduates with no college and $1,740 for people with a bachelor's degree and higher. That does not mean college is the only path. It means skills that the market values usually raise income. Number 3, they avoid the lifestyle trap. Here is where people lose years. They get a raise, then they get a nicer car, then a more expensive apartment, then more subscriptions, then more shopping to match the new image. From the outside, it looks like progress. Inside, wealth stays flat. Rich builders often do the opposite. They let income rise faster than lifestyle. They upgrade slowly. They keep old habits longer than expected. That extra money goes into assets, not appearances. A person who keeps their old car for 3 more years may not look rich, but they may be building real wealth while someone else is just renting a luxury image. Number 4, they buy assets, not just stuff. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts. An asset puts money in your pocket later. A liability pulls money out of your pocket later. A broad stock index fund can grow. A rental property might produce income if bought carefully. A business can create cash flow. Even a simple savings account can earn interest while keeping cash safe. Now compare that to trendy clothes, a luxury SUV, or expensive gadgets bought on credit. Those things may feel good, but they rarely make you richer. Rich people are not people who own the most stuff. Often they are people who own the most assets. Number 5, time does the heavy lifting. This is the part almost nobody respects enough. Getting rich is often less about brilliance and more about time. Money that stays invested can grow on top of old growth. That is compounding. Imagine someone invests $300 a month starting young. Another person waits 10 years, then invests more each month. The early starter often still wins because time had a head start. That is why people who build wealth start before they feel fully ready. They do not wait for perfect. They start small and stay consistent. The first dollars feel slow. Then something strange happens. Growth starts to grow itself. Number 6, they use retirement accounts like a weapon. A lot of beginners hear words like 401k, IRA, or Roth IRA and instantly tune out. But these accounts matter because they can lower taxes now or help money grow with tax advantages over time. That means more of your money stays working for you. A simple example, your employer offers a 401k match.
You put in part of your paycheck, your employer adds money too. That is one of the closest things to free money in personal finance. Yet many workers leave that money on the table because the forms look annoying or the words sound complicated. Most non-retired adults had some kind of retirement account or pension in 2024, but only 35% felt their retirement savings were on track. That gap matters. Having an account is not enough. You have to use it consistently. Number 7. They keep emergencies from becoming disasters. A lot of people do not get rich because life keeps punching them in the face. A car breaks down, a job disappears, rent jumps, medical bills show up. Then the credit card becomes the emergency plan. That is why an emergency fund matters so much. It protects your future from your present problems. In 2024, 63% of adults said they could cover a $400 emergency expense using cash or its equivalent. That sounds decent at first, but it also means a huge number still could not do that cleanly. Wealth building becomes much harder when every surprise turns into debt. Number 8, they stay out of bad debt. Not all debt is evil, but bad debt is heavy. It steals future income. High-interest credit card debt is one of the biggest wealth killers for beginners. It makes ordinary purchases cost much more than they looked on the day you bought them. A rich mindset asks a different question. Not, can I afford the payment? The better question is, can I afford the full cost, including interest, stress, and lost investing time? That one question can save people years. Number 9. They make money automatic. Wealth builders do not trust motivation alone. They use systems. Their paycheck lands, then money moves automatically. Some goes to bills, some goes to savings, some goes to investing, some goes to a spending account. Why does this matter? Because every dollar you must decide on manually becomes a fight. Automation removes the fight. A beginner can start with something very simple. Automatic transfer the day after payday. Even $50 or $100 at a time builds the habit. Systems beat willpower. Number 10. They think in decades, not weekends. Many people want rich results with short-term behavior. That usually fails. People who actually get rich often think in decades. They ask, what will matter 10 years from now? That question changes everything. A flashy trade that feels exciting today may not matter. A skill that raises income for the next 15 years matters. A habit of regular investing matters. A paid-off house in later life matters. A business with repeat customers matters. Wealth is often built by doing smart, almost boring things long enough for them to look dramatic in hindsight. Number 11. They protect their downside. A lot of people focus only on how to make more. Smart wealth builders also ask how to avoid getting wiped out. That means insurance. That means not betting everything on one stock. That means reading contracts before signing. That means not co-signing loans carelessly. That means not chasing every hot trend because someone on the internet sounded confident. Getting rich is not only about acceleration. It is also about survival. If you can avoid one huge mistake, you may be years ahead of someone who earns the same amount but keeps blowing up. Number 12. They know rich looks different than people expect. This may be the biggest surprise of all. A person driving a used car, bringing lunch to work, and investing every month may be getting rich faster than the loudest person in the room. Real wealth is often quiet. It may look like patience. It may look like discipline. It may look like saying no. It may look like staying home on Friday night so your future can get bigger. That is why so many people misunderstand wealth. They look for signs of spending instead of signs of ownership. So how do people actually get rich? Usually not through one giant moment. Usually through a gap between income and spending, better skills, smart investing, tax-aware accounts, fewer bad decisions, and a very long time horizon. It is not flashy, it is not instant, but for beginners, that's good news, because it means you do not need to be born rich, act rich, or look rich to start building wealth. You just need to start making the kinds of choices that your future self will thank you for. What do you think matters most for building wealth fast? Earning more, spending less, or investing earlier?